What are some difficulties that you faced being Brazilian,
Okay.
but also Korean,
Okay.
in
Yeah.
Korea?
I thought about this,
Yeah.
and like as Brazilian specifically,
Mhm.
there's not many issues, you know. I think it's more like being a foreigner, you know, like coming from another country.
Yeah.
The biggest difficulty is the language for sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the language. Like I want to talk to people, you know. I want to speak with people, and it's hard if you don't know because I feel stuck, and then you can't express yourself, you know, the way that you want it. So I think that's the most difficult thing in Korea as
Yeah.
a Korean Brazilian, you know. I can understand way more than I can speak because as I told you, like I didn't practice in Brazil, you
Yeah.
know. My mom speaks Korean with me and I answer her in Portuguese. So, yeah, like I can't have a fluent conversation, you know. Like I think that's the biggest difficulty.
Yeah.
And what else? Like the vibes, I would say.
Yeah.
The vibes, I would say. Um, People here are very like quiet, you know. Like Brazilian people are so
Y'all
loud.
crazy. From what I've seen, some Brazilians, y'all, the life of the party.
Yes,
That's what
exactly.
Brazilians
Yes,
are.
yes.
Yeah.
So
But Koreans are very reserved.
reserved. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
How was that for you? Because you are an introvert. Before you
Yeah.
were an introvert, but now I'm guessing you're an extrovert, right?
I am still introvert, but like now I can manage and like be extrovert if I want.
Yeah,
You
in any
know.
situation now.
Yeah, it depends
yeah.
on the situation. Now I can control more like how I can feel about things,
Yeah.
and but I feel that in this kind of sense, I am still kind of Korean, like you know, like reserved.
Yeah, that
You
is
know,
very Korean.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't open myself to it like easily, you know.
Okay.
I think it's a bit Korean of myself.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you find that hard then to make connections with Korean people because you are reserved and they also may be reserved? Do you find it hard to make friendships with Koreans, other Koreans?
yeah, but now like I kind of it's the opposite. I feel too Brazilian when I meet Korean people.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. In a
So
cultural sense or
yeah, in a
personality sense? In a
cultural,
sense.
yeah, and also personality. Like
Yeah.
I try to make like Korean friends, like to get more connections, and I feel that they are too reserved, and I feel that I want to just tell my whole story, you know, and like let's be friends, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
let's drink and let's hang out.
Yeah.
But I feel that there is also the hierarchy,
Hierarchy.
hierarchy, yeah.
Yeah. The we are it, basically.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I have to be like small steps to gain a Korean person
Their trust.
Trust, yeah. Yeah, so I feel way more Brazilian in these type of situations
Yeah.
when I want to like make connections with Korean people. And what else?
Do you think if you physically looked foreign, it would be easier for you to make friends with Koreans then? Like, do you think it's because you are Korean, but obviously you are still Brazilian? Do you think that if you were just foreign, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
Like
step
not
on your
looking
toes.
Korean.
Yeah, if you didn't look Korean, do you think it would have been easier for you? Because I feel like most foreigners don't really look at the we are it, right? Because for us, it's not in our culture. It's not as severely in our culture as it is in Korea,
Yeah.
right? But for Koreans who you're trying to make friends with, I think for them it's you are Korean, so you have to follow the we are it. But if you
got
weren't
it.
Korean, I feel like they would be
Yes.
like,
Oh, it's okay, you
you
know,
can
like
use Pamar, you know what I mean? But now they're like, you're
Yeah.
still Korean, you
I
have to use
think-
Chondemar, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been easier if you were a foreigner? You're a foreigner. I'm having such a hard time. Would it have been easier if you looked outwardly like a foreigner?
I think people would care less, like for for sure,
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But as I'm like half, like I'm Korean, full Korean, I could say, they expect something from me, you know. So I think that they want this respect, you know.
Yeah.
But I think if I don't use the John de Mar, like I think they would be okay as well. You know, like they
think
wouldn't
so.
mind that much. But I think if I didn't look Korean, I think it would be easier. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we get a lot of
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah.
Get a lot of passes
Yeah.
with using Panmai.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, that sucks. Because you're. Girl, you're in a hard position. You're Korean, but you're not Korean.
Yeah.
It's such a hard position.
I'm like
to
too
be in.
Brazilian to be in Korea and too Korean when
For some of the
when I'm in
Brazilians,
Brazil.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
And then I guess for even some other outwardly looking foreigners, like, let me ask this. For other foreigners living in Korea, do they see you as Korean or Brazilian? Like your friends who are foreign?
They see me as Korean Brazilian. So like more Brazilian.
Than
That's-
Korean.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, girl, you're a foreigner too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. You are like with
Yeah.
us. You
Not
know?
like you're one of us.
Yeah, you're one
the
of us.
foreigners.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure. Apart from that, is there any other difficulty that you think you had?
As like a foreigner.
Or just in general, like living in Korea as you, Helen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, I actually
Not the
put
notes.
some notes.
Not the notes. She's like, my phone.
Let me see.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Oh,
Where
I
is
love your
it?
phone case.
Oh, thank
Is
you.
that wiggle wiggle? It looks like wiggle wiggle.
It's like it's so like handy. There's
Oh,
like
wow.
card
There's a
and
there's a
like
little mirror.
yeah, I love it.
Only in Korea will they have a mirror on your phone case. I also noticed you have hand tattoos now. I
It's
didn't see
like
it until now.
it's Korean flag.
Oh wow, it is.
Yeah.
That's. And they're trying to say you're not Korean. She's Korean. Take your time looking.
One thing that like not difficulty, but I felt so weird is when I went to the beach in Korea.
Okay.
It was like summer, like very hot, and I went to Sokcho. And I was like so excited that I was going like to swim and like to be at the beach.
Yeah.
But then I remembered that I only had Brazilian bikinis. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and I was like so afraid
Yeah.
of like being on my Brazilian bikini.
Yeah.
And
Your Brazilian bikini meaning just a normal bikini, right? You're saying Brazilian bikini. I'm like a normal one.
a normal one.
Like a two-piece, basically, is what you're trying to
Two-piece,
say.
yeah. But like in the butt is like very small.
Oh, a little tongue.
So you kind of like,
Yeah.
but like I was
Yeah.
like I wasn't expecting that I wouldn't see like no one in bikini in Korea,
They don't.
and I was so like oh my God, like cultural shock, you
Right,
know?
right.
But it's okay, you know. Like I saw that Korean people they don't like to get tan and they protect themselves, but I didn't know it was like that deep.
Severe.
Yeah.
They cover themselves going to the beach, which is also something that was also a culture shock to me. I personally don't really care to like wear bikinis as much, but I just found it fascinating that you can enjoy the beach with a sun visor
Yes.
covered,
Yeah.
and sunglasses and a mask. And, I'm
And
just
also
like,
the umbrella.
yes,
It's
and an
like-
umbrella on top of that. I'm like, why are you at the beach at
Yeah.
this point? And then you see the foreigners just lululala with our bikinis, like no care in the world. But I've noticed that in pool parties, Korean women will wear bikinis. Like they're more open to like, you know, showing what
Yeah.
God gave them, right?
Yeah.
But at the beach, which
Yeah.
is where I feel like you should be wearing the bikini more than the pool, I guess.
Of course, yeah.
Right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know, a swimsuit in the pool, a bikini in the beach, but it's like the opposite.